In this session, let's start developing the tourism and travel management system project. So, first, for the creating first page, tourist personal information, we need first to create the separate user for all the tables required for this tourism project. So, what we will do, go to the administrator command prompt and give the command create user. I am writing tourism identified by tourism is the password, give semicolon, press enter. Here user created. Now what we have to do, we have to write the command grant connect comma resource to username. We need to give grant permission. So grant succeed. What we have to do now, go to the JDeveloper. Now create the new connection. Connection name, suppose I want to give tourism connection, and the username just now we have created in caps lock. Username is tourism and password is tourism. Now service name is XCPDB1 in my case. Test. Here success. Now click OK. Here in the tourism connection, here tables are there. So we don't have any tables in this new user. So first table is tourist personal information. Go to the tables, right click, new table. Here schema is tourism. So here the table name. I want to give tourist personal information, and here the columns are there. The first column is tourist ID. I am started developing according to this. These are the columns: first names, last name, mobile number, place of registration, to registration date, tourist type. These are the columns for this table. So we have to design like this table we have to create. So here tourist ID, it is of number, data type is number, and the size you can decide and give it as 4. Second column, first name, varchar 2 of 50. We can give the width how much you want. It should not be less, otherwise it will give error. You always give more width. Now the second next column is last name, varchar 2 of 50. Now click on the plus button for the next column. Here tourist type, whether single or family. So this is the tourist type, varchar 2 of 50. Now next, adults, it is of type number and I took the size 8. Next, children, here it is of type number 8. Next, age, age is of type number, you can give it as 8. Gender, is it male or female, so it is of type varchar 2. Next, mobile number, it is of type varchar 2 you need to take, because if you take number it is giving error. Varchar 2, this data type is store more size, it holds more size of the column. So you can consider this as 40 or you can consider it as 100. Now tour type is self or package. So here tour, it is tour type is self or package, so it is of type varchar 2. We can give it as 50. Next, tour start date, and it is of type data type date. Select data type as date. Now create the next column, place of registration, from which place the tourist is registering. Place of, it is taking underscore, it will not take the blank space, so we need to give the underscore while using the column name. Place of registration, it is also of type varchar 2, you can give it as 50, name of the place. Next, to registration date, tour registration date, it is also of type date. Next, date of birth, I am taking in short DOB, date of birth, it is also of data type date. Now the next column, address, here address is varchar 2 of, address is sometimes 2-3 lines, so give it as 100 or 1000 you can take, it depends upon the number of characters you are using for writing address. Next, email, of the particular tourist ID, email of the tourist ID, it is of type ARCA2 and consider it as 100. So these are the number of columns. It is easy to design first like this, then you can create in the Excel like this how many fields you require, and go to the JDeveloper and start creating the columns for this table. So click OK. Now one table is created for the tourist personal information. So click save. Now we can go to the application. Here sometimes database window is not appearing, so go to the window and click on database. Here click on database and then database, there this will appear. So now we already had the database tab here. Go to the application to build the new application. Let's close the previous application. One more thing I want to tell you is we need to calculate the date of birth. So here we need to calculate the age. For that what we have to do is date of birth. If you give date of birth and here is the system date. Suppose this is the 6 April 2025 and here 15 December 1980. So what we have to do is we need to subtract from these two dates, then we will get the age. So in Oracle the code for this one is here floor months between sys date comma birth date divided by 12 as age. I'll show you how to implement this in your application in today's video. So here first let's create the new application. Here application ADF Fusion web application. Click OK. This is tourist or you can give age application. You are calculating the age in this application. Here age application. Next model view controller project view. Next finish. So after this we need to go to the model to create the new right click business components from tables. We need to create the entity object, view object and application module. So here copy connection. Here your connection name is tourism connection. It is under IDE connections. So copy connection. Here click OK. Now if you click on query, here our table is here. So what is the advantage of creating the user is you are creating your separate tables. If you have number of projects, you can create the different users for different projects. So it will be easy for you. If you create in HR, all the users will mix in the same project. So better you first create the user and then create the tables in that particular user. So here we need to go to the tourist personal information for model.io and here package if you want to give under EO. Then next click here for the view object, view, and here view. Next, we are not using query based view object. Application module model dot am, and here application module am. Next, here our entity object, view object, and application module is created. Finish. Now click on save. Now what we have to do in the view controller, we need to create the page. Go to the view controller, new page. Let's create tourist. Caps lock is on. Tourist. Personal information. This is the page name. Always use one tourist, then take capital for personal, then information you can take I. No need to give the space here, it will not accept. So you can use the mix capital and small letters like this. Here blank page. Now click OK. Click on the source. Design will take some time, more time. Here in the application module, after creating your entity object, view object, application module, in the data control, here the view object is present. So see the columns. Here all keys are it is taking in the JDeveloper. This is the sometime you need to cancel these keys. So what you have to go to the entity object model.io, tourist personal information io. Here for keep tourist ID as a primary key, other no need. Here it is considering all key attribute. So cancel this first name, and here primary key it is there, cancel it. For the next column also you can cancel. Select the column and cancel the primary key. Uncheck the box primary key. Gender, mobile number, tourist start date, if you give primary key, what will happen, it is not null. You need to give data for each and every column. Sometimes if you don't want to give, you want to keep the null column as null, then it is difficult if you give it the primary key. So better you take the primary key. Tourist ID is must, so keep this as a primary key. Now what we will do, refresh this. Now okay, in the view object, let me check. View, here there are no more keys. Yeah, it went now. What we will do now, in the page, just you need to yes, waiting icon is appearing. Yeah, now you can hold this and bring it to the AF form. You want to create it as a table, so select the table, ADF table. Here single row, enable sorting, enable filtering. Read only, no, we need to enter the data, so don't check this box. Now we have the columns here, to number of columns for this first tourist personal information. Here up and down, if you want this for example date of birth, up after age, you can bring it like this. Okay, so click OK. Yeah, now this table is created in the page. If you go to the design part, click on the save button. Here now what we will do, we will run the page and see. Select the page and select run. It is taking few minutes to run the page. Yeah, you can see here all the fields appear with no data because we don't have any data. Just now we have created the columns in the database and we designed the page in the JDeveloper. Then here we want to enter the data, means you should have here one operation, create insert operation, and commit to save the records. So for this you have to go to the design. Here this table is there, AF table. If you are taking table, panel collection is the best component. See here, this design part is here. AF tables, right click, surround with, click P, panel collection. Here select this component, panel collection, OK. Because we need the two operations as a button we need. So what you have to do, in the panel collection facet there is a toolbar, F facet toolbar. Select this, right click, insert facet toolbar, select toolbar. Now from this data control view, this is the tourist personal information view object, click on operations. Here there is a create insert to create a new row. So bring this operation in the toolbar and select it as an ADF button. Instead of create insert, if you want to change the text of this particular button, add row. or add button. It depends what you want to give. And one more, I want to take it as a commit operation. Here click on the operations, bring near the toolbar, select it as ADF button. Here commit, I want to give the label as save. For this add row or add record, if you want to give this as add record, it's add record. Okay, now save. Now we will run the page and see, refresh the page. Yeah, now the two buttons appear here. Let's run and see, because these are the disabled it is showing. Now it is enabled. Now if you click on the add record, yeah, here the row appear. For example, I want to give is tourist ID 1 and the first name is Isa, capital letter first, and here big. For example, tourist type is single. In the next video I will show you. Here if you click on the tourist type, list of view object should appear, like whether the tourist is single or family, it should appear here. Both you need to just select it. Now I am typing single, adults 1, children 0, and here for the adults and children also we can make the list of values 1 to 10. Here also 1 to 10. And here age I am keeping it blank. I will show you how to calculate the age. Date of birth, here the format it is showing. This is the date, month and year. So here month is suppose July, slash date is suppose 20, and here the date of birth is 2022, like this. Gender, for gender also list of values we need, male and female. Mobile number, suppose in India it is taking 10 digit mobile number, 0091 and something 10 digits, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Two type is self or package. For this also we need the list of value. Self tour he wants to select. Tour start date, for example. Here you for the date you can click here as well. There is a icon it is showing, no, calendar. From this you can select. Here tour start date is, for example, today is 6th. You want to start the tour from 10th April. And place of registration, suppose Bangalore. Tour registration date, when he is registering, today he is registering. So you can click on this 6th. And the address, and the email, for example this. Let's save this record. Here no privileges on table space users. No privileges. Let's save this. Zero 1950. Aura 01950. Zero 1950. Okay. Let's here your username is tourism. Now this record is saved. Okay, how to resolve? Just go to the chat GPT and type your error. It will give you the result. You can use the command and you can make some changes and you can apply in your JDeveloper. For the age calculation as well, how to calculate age? Calculate the particular age in Oracle ADF 12.2.13. Here it is showing the example. Select floor months between sys date comma date of birth divided by 12 as age from your table name where your condition. So here it is giving sys date means this function returns the current date and time. Date of birth, this is the column that contains the person's date of birth. Months between, this function calculates the number of months between the two dates. Floor, this function rounds down the nearest whole number to get the age in years. So how to apply in ADF? Create the view object. These are the steps. Here it is, I didn't give the age, I kept it as a blank. I need to calculate it from the query. So let's go and build the query in the view object. What you have to do, for example, in here we gave the employee table. Select the employee ID, first name, last name, birth date, comma. You need to give this syntax from employees and refresh the page. So this is very simple. Go to the view object. This is the tourist personal information view object .xml file. Go to the query tab here. See here. These are the columns for this particular tourist personal information table. Just uncheck this box. It will show the query. Number of columns. Select. This is the result. Number of columns you are selecting and this is the result. But we need some changes in to calculate the age. So what we have to do, write custom SQL. You are writing your own SQL. So check this box. Here it will, if you uncheck this, it will not allow to, make changes. So if you check this box, it will allow you to write the code. So copy the code from the ChatGPT. I copied. In front of the birth date, what you have to do, just this line you need to add. Control C. After the date of birth, DOB, Control V. And here there are new fields in this. Give comma, because there are next columns. Just save this. Here the query is updated. Would you like to update the attribute mapping for the view object? Say yes. Now what you have to do, run the page again. Go to the personal this page, right click and run this page. Why this error is coming? Just refresh. Okay, I will copy this error. Check your application code for potential. Yes, I did one mistake. In the view object, here the column is, the name of the column is birth date. What we took, our column name is date of birth. So you should check while copying the code, give the correct column name. Here click save, click yes, and now let's try to run this page. Let's see. The view object. Age is in capital letters. Let's see. Run this page. Yesterday I tried the same application, the new age it is taking. Let's see why this error. Review the server error logs for detailed information about the error. Unhandled exceptions, logical errors that could lead to server failure. Correct database credentials, network issues. Let's see in the database. We have the tourism connection. This is the tourist personal information table. Age application. There is a tourism connection and tourist personal information. Okay, let's test this. Explain. Query executed successfully. Okay, what we will do, clean all, say yes, then build, make all. Then sometimes if you get error, what you have to do, you have to undeploy the application. Here, is there any application? So many applications are running. Close these applications one by one. Now run start server instance. Already server is started. Edge application. Okay, now let's run and see the page. Now it came. So okay, here there is no record. It is showing it is saved or no. Let's see in the database. This is the tourist personal information. Here data. Yeah, there are no records. It didn't save the record. Okay, we will add the record. Tourist ID 1, first name anything, Zahir, here the previous information it is taking. Tourist type single, adults 1, children 0, and date of birth and mobile number. To type, to start date, here to registration date. Save this record. Let's refresh this. Yeah, see here, one new record appear here in the database. It is not showing that this query is not executing in this. What is your column name? Just check. Is it DOBS? Sys date comma date of birth divided by 12 as age. No, we need to run the page after the query. Go to this. Okay, I'll show you the application. This same application one, it was application 1, view controller, untitled one.jsf. I will show you this page. Here model part, here let's see the view object of this application. See the query. TTMS personal information, date of birth, here floor, months between 6 date comma DOB divided by 12 as age. This is the same query, and what we are getting the result here is, run this one titled one. Here these are the records, tourist ID 1245, and here if I enter the date of birth, here see, here it is calculating in the new column and calculating the age of the particular person. For example, here 4/5/1965, what it is doing, from the system date 2025 minus 1965 and giving the age as 60, and for this 2025 minus 2022, it is giving 22, age is 22, and from 2025 minus 1974, nearest this date, it is giving age as 50. So I hope this video is useful. Let's try your best. The same application, the result will appear. So thanks for watching. I will check the new application which we tried today, why the result today it is not taking, but yesterday I tried, it is coming with the same syntax. The age column is appearing in the output. See here, we didn't give the date of birth, so it is keep it as a null in the age 1 column. Otherwise I will do one thing. Let's try. There are many ways we can do it. In the model.am, here you can see here our application, where it is, open application, age application, let's see with this model.am application module. Let's run this. here tourist id 1. Oh, see here, it is taking, it is showing in the application module. He calculated the age, Zahir Beg we gave, and here to type self, date of birth is 27 2002, it is subtracting from the system date 2025 and it is giving the age as 22. Here it is coming in the application module while we run the application module. So this JDeveloper sometimes we are getting the output in the application module, sometimes we are not getting in the browser. Let's see, tourist personal information. It is showing in the application module. Let me try one more option. If I from the database go to the tourist personal information, select edit, here number of columns will appear. Select this column age for temporary, we will delete this. Number of 8, age is number of 8. Now click OK. Now save this and in the application refresh the applications. Now in the model.io, let's see age and click the delete button. Are you sure you want to proceed? Say yes. And in the view object, go to the attributes, select the age and delete it. Are you sure you want to remove? One or more of the selected attribute is mapped to an attribute in the SQL statement. After you remove the attributes, you should also remove the attribute in the SQL statement to resolve the mapping. If you click I think SQL statement, it will not take. Let's remove and check. If you go to the page and run, some error it is showing because okay, why it is showing, we need to create the page again. Here if you are not getting the data what this JDeveloper is giving the error, you need to delete the page and once again you need to create a new page and you need to design, otherwise sometimes so many errors, so you need to create the new application only. So I show you how the result appears in the application module, how the age is upcoming. Just you try your best. I hope this application will work fine. So for today this is the information. Thanks for watching.